Dr. Samuel, an audiologist, received an anonymous package one damp, dreary morning. Tearing open the brown paper, he discovered a cassette tape with no label. Curiosity piqued, he dug out his old cassette player from the attic. Pressing play, an eerie silence filled the room for several seconds before a soft lullaby-like tune began. The music was entrancing but sinister, as if each note held a dark secret. Then a whispering voice emerged, saying, "Listen well, but once, for the second time brings misfortune." Shivers ran down Samuel's back. He was about to turn it off when the voice continued, "I see you, Samuel." The mention of his name made his heart race. Was this a prank? The voice began recounting Samuel's deepest secrets, ones no one could possibly know, every dark thought, every hidden fear. It was as if the voice was reading his soul. Suddenly, the tape emitted a high-pitched scream, causing Samuel to abruptly press stop. But the scream continued, echoing from outside the room. He rushed to the window and saw nothing amiss, only the gray clouds overhead. The scream eventually stopped, and Samuel tried to shake off the unease, convincing himself it was a practical joke. But that night he was plagued with nightmares, vivid images of a shadowy figure, and the whispering voice from the tape. He woke up, drenched in sweat, the haunting lullaby from the tape echoing in his ears. Deciding to end this once and for all, Samuel planned to destroy the tape, but as he reached for it, he found the tape playing on its own. The voice was back, but it was different this time, angrier and more menacing. "I warned you, Samuel. The second time brings misfortune." That night, a series of unexplainable events began. Doors slammed on their own, lights flickered, and the air grew cold. Samuel heard whispers all around him, always that haunting lullaby playing in the background. Desperate, Samuel sought out a medium, hoping to find answers. The medium, an old woman with piercing eyes, listened to his story and reluctantly agreed to listen to the tape. But once she heard the lullaby, her face drained of color. "This is the song of the lost," she said. "It is a cursed melody, capturing the souls of those who hear it more than once." Samuel was filled with dread. "What can I do?" "You've already listened twice," she whispered. "Your soul is marked." The next night, the disturbances grew worse. The shadowy figure from his dreams now stood at the foot of his bed, the whispering voice in the lullaby growing louder and more incessant. Samuel felt an overwhelming sense of despair, as if he was being pulled into the abyss. On the third night, Samuel disappeared. The only evidence left behind was the cassette player, still playing the haunting lullaby. The tape itself was gone, and every now and then, in the quiet hours of the night, one can hear the soft tune, followed by a whisper. "Listen well but once, for the second time brings misfortune."